Okay, so I've been discussing this for a while. This is one of the episodes from American Horror Story. Okay, so I'm going to show clips of this, try to avoid a copyright strike. And so it may not necessarily be predictive programming, but one's, an artist, a director, an artist rendition of the reality that we live in. We live in a world where there is a satanic murder cult basically within our own society at various levels. We see the obsession with killing, with sacrifice to evil. And sometimes different people are brought together in order just to kill, right? Chaos. So in this situation, they already got a murder cult going on, but here comes a woman to the murder cult to say, now we got to kill the men. And in many ways, a Gnostic can look at this and pull out Gnostic stuff here and there. It's really all over the place. So let's get started. This is the opening scene where the woman that started in the show, in the plot line, an anti-man cult in which they went around killing people. You'll get the backstory later. Now she's older, and she found her way to one of the members of the murder cult, and she's going to steer her to taking their murder cult to an anti-man direction. But even that serves a purpose of evil. But notice how I'm saying how the anti-man cult came out of the cult of evil, where they were killing together the men and the women. Now look at our society now. Okay. I'm going to be putting my hand in front of the monitor to prevent copyright.
Can I help you? I don't go for this theatrical bullshit.
You're bullshit. A bullshit puppet. I can see your strings.
All right, so it's got a wizardry intro. We'll pause here and there. The name of the title is Season S, Episode 7.
You're lost.
Valerie Solana died for your sins, scumbag.
Away. All women have. It used to be easy to know a man cult when you saw one. Before the lies that blinded us to the inequalities. The male wants.
And this was made in 2016. It's very prophetic, as here we are in 2024. Some women blame all men for Trump, and they'll edit out the decent men that are against human trafficking, that are against grabbing the pussy, because they're a part of a psychosis that Satan is running, the anti-man sentiment that exists now. So this is being represented in Hollywood.
Desperately to be led by females. He wants mama to be in charge. But we keep giving away the natural order of things. I know what it means to assassinate a man.
We just recently read a story about a woman stabbing a guy after staring at a screen in New York.
That pantomime the other night.
And then we have the stories emerging of the mothers killing their kids.
Wasn't that, let me tell you.
What are you?
I rest my hand here intentionally to avoid
Schizo?
copyright so we can get this on YouTube. All right?
Want a couple of bucks to get high?
I ain't no bum.
Pretty convenient for her to miss her mark like that.
She's telling her, I know you're a killer.
She could walk right up to him, right in the cock. Why didn't she?
Man, you'd have to get the backstory from her.
Reunion Hotel, room 12.
All right, so the man cult is here. Here she is. These people are basically like Nazi stormtroopers, but they're not technically worshippers of Hitler, but he's Hitler-esque. And she's there to, she's gonna think she's gonna walk in and. So she's realizing that she's asked out as a female of the man cult. So, they contributed to her extremist move through what they did to her. All right? So we'll fast forward through this. She's like, what, you change your locks with me? I thought I was your number one bitch. Because that's what he told her at the beginning, you're my bitch. You're my bitch. But in the end, bitch was pushed out. Metaphor. This is metaphor up there, was it? What you want?
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
Okay, see, we have to fast forward for time. Just please don't hold up the line. He's like, no, this is our thing. This is our thing.
Patty, Birmingham, looking to be a part of history. It's all
Male
happening.
dumb, male
People
domination.
are hearing us and
She's
answering the
radicalized
call.
from him. It's his fault. It's his fault, not old
We're
man's fault.
losing momentum right now.
So blame it on the original man. Don't then blame old man.
People are terrified, off balance. We need to build on that, take it to the next level.
So she's still pleading with the man, the evil man she never even talked to. This fuck.
We need.
Everything was fine until he went nutso. Okay, how is this a metaphor for our world now? How is this a metaphor? Huh?
Fresh blood.
What the public is craving now is stability. I promised them law and order, and I'm gonna give it to them.
That's not what we agreed to. What happened to setting the world on fire?
Beverly, you worry too much. We've succeeded. The nation knows my name.
All right, so she goes on, and then they begin to have a meeting. They have a meeting.
Yeah, I heard state police. I don't know. God knows I wasn't going to be Allie's one phone call. I called sick.
I'm not playing the whole episode. There's too much.
Shouldn't you be talking to Kai?
No, that's the whole point. We thought this whole thing would get us some damn respect.
So they're having the
he
meeting
promised
of the
us a seat
heads.
at the table. But now that he has his bullshit seat in national fame, he's doing what men always do. Push the women aside.
The silly girls are all stupid and doomed. History may change, but herstory always repeats itself.
That's true.
She is hot for an actress. I tell you what. Ooh,
They con
I've given her some thought in the past.
women into electing them, then they defund Planned Parenthood and force us to get transvaginal ultrasounds before we can get an abortion.
But do you see how right now it's very much one-sided with a lot of dumb men and women that are just being all-sided? What I do is I say, I feel that women do generalize me, but I give specifics and then ask them to say, oh no, that's not me. And they often choose not to. So just keep that in mind. Whereas a lot of people, they're just generalizing, but they're not actually trying to change things. They're just sitting there going, Meanwhile, you know, the people that they're with, the men that they're banging, the women that they're banging, aren't really much to brag about.
Tell them
You know
what
what I
you
mean?
told me. Tell them about Valerie.
Okay, so give us the origin story. Here we go. And then we're just going to cut this short, just so you have an idea. So she pitches them on it. The whole thing doesn't really work. They end up killing each other. It's a whole long plot line. But we're going to have the origin story of the anti-man cult. And so you can see how basically women are affected by the anti-man cult because they go after women that are with the men. Now, do you understand what I'm showing you? Women that are anti-man are anti-woman, being
Valerie
safe.
was the love of my life.
Man has a role to defend women from rape, including rape and murder from other women.
She was an artist, an intellectual, a writer, a visionary.
And women do hurt other women.
Her name was Valerie Solana.
So she was traumatized from rape and being a prostitute and being poor. And so the world itself made her an evil person.
Sean Andy.
Put her in the hospital, put her in the mental hospital, abused her. The system, which good men should be trying to overthrow and reform, which my book will give you all the things you need to do to reform this society as a good man. Because I call myself world's greatest man. Because I have reform answers no man talks about. And I expose shit no man does. So I know what it's like to stand alone as a good man and be ignored by hot-ass women that look like her.
Warhol? I learned about her in my women's studies class at Vassar. She was one
God, to
crazy
have a
bitch.
woman like
The
that
world was
join me?
crazy.
Oh
She
my
was the only
God.
one who was
To have a
sane.
woman like that emerge out of the audience? No, not like that. We have enough of the women that look like that in the audience. No
The bullet
thanks.
she-
You already had your time with the bad men. You're over here trying to learn about going to hell later. It's
Put in
fine.
Andy
It's fine.
Warhol
It's
with the first shots of
1929.
revolution.
Love the eyes, by the way. Look, my mom.
By the time Valerie was 15, she'd given birth twice. In the seminary.
So here we have origin story of the anti-man cult. She's basically doing her meetup. This is meetup.
By her father.
Often people will meet up over the people they hate, right? And extremists and radical people, Antifa, are like that rather than coming together over community and love.
Or her stepfather, could have been either.
I first met her in her room at the Chelsea Hotel in late '67. She was 30 by then.
So notice how her younger version is super hot.
Written her masterwork.
See that? Very hot, her younger version, actually.
Scum Manifesto. And would give stage readings.
Remember the fate of many demonic pretty women that are young is to turn into complete prunes. Not that older women are ugly, are demons. It's complicated.
It cost $1 for a woman to come listen, $2.50 for men.
The male is completely egocentric, trapped inside of himself,
This is
incapable
like me,
of
though.
empathizing with others.
Just constantly MMA superior, constantly Trump, constant fucking blah, 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 kill me out. But see, I'm like a different type of man. People like her need to go, but we have some exceptions. And then me, I'm asking for the women to step forth to be the exceptions to say, oh, my life matters. They don't want to. So if I ask you to step up to the plate when I'm at the podium, you must step up to the plate and go, I'm here, your life matters, so that we can verify you and count you. She is not trying to count nobody. She is going, they're all bad, here's the rant.
Affection or tenderness.
The Scum Manifesto was
The Scum Manifesto.
first
And a lot of people are turned on to you, cult leaders that what? Promote what? Murder. And she wants her to be her girlfriend.
time someone had clearly laid out
So now you have lesbians that are coming together over their hate of men.
the radical thesis that men were the real problem in society.
Common end.
This
Has
is
a woman
literally how it
ever
is right
started
now.
a war?
No.
Women are with men that go to war. There's things in this that are actually not accurate. They support men that go to war. They're really into Marines. But by the way, I'm talking from the present tense. So in that sense, women were more. I would have done more better in the 70s and 80s as a short-tanned male with this skin tone. Would have meant women like her would have been open to a guy like me. Whereas even conspiracy chicks now, they don't see the status. So basically, a lot of modern women have adopted bad man behaviors. Make sense?
Are the polluting, earth-murdering CEOs of Standard Oil or Dow Chemical women?
And one of the things that I notice is like now a lot of right-wing women are with that same chemical system. Like Trump's not about any of that, washing any of that away. He's about that.
No. Do women wait in
Biden and Harris are about that same system too.
dark hallways at night
So
to
you have plenty of women that are a part of the bad man system in 2024.
rape men as they come home from work?
Hell no.
Do women molest
Yes, though.
their daughters?
No.
They do now, though. Now they do, though. They sell their daughters. And so this is a falsehood. There's a false teaching. And there's even one person that's planning for the murder of men or calling for the murder of men who watches one of my channels. That's very startling that people like that would find me.
Do women?
But I was calling out evil women. And so any type of calling out evil of women, they will retort with saying, you should die.
Pervert art into commerce
And
like
see, notice how one of them has mental retardation, Down syndrome.
some men we all know.
She collected a devoted
The past was different.
group of followers from those readings. Street girls, hookers,
Street girls, hookers.
throwaways.
Who made them hookers? Who threw them away?
There was Hedda, a band.
Another. And so we have women that are pretty now that are mentally retarded like this on TikTok.
In an orphanage until
Going from apartment to apartment to man's, and none of them, the men they're with, are actually doing anything to fight, you guessed it, human trafficking. Which is why those women are attracted to those douchebag dudes. Nobody's, as opposed to even talking and treating someone like me with respect. Not a matter of being someone's boyfriend, but communicating and being a life coach. And a lot of people that have the TikTok derp thing going on, they can't see the good in me, but they'll if they admire the Anunnaki, they'll have a bunch of crazy going on. Even if their outside is pretty, on the inside, they have a schnurk going on for the Anunnaki.
she aged out and ended up in the streets. Locks.
A lot of smoking. Now, why does my mom smoke cigarettes when she used to be in a psychic phenomena? Why does my mom consume aspartame when she knows it can kill her? Because she's committing suicide slowly. Like, you have to be really damaged up here to believe in psychic phenomena and stuff, and then to go, psychics don't exist, and then to just trash your body so your third eye is fucked, like your body.
Martha, the only
You don't want to fuck up your brain in your last days on Earth. That's psychobabble shit.
black bisexual pimp I've ever heard of to this day. Butchie May was on the run for killing a guy down south somewhere.
So they have different extremists amongst them.
It doesn't work with men. Only with
In the same way, right-wing extremists might have different ethnic groups. Even when it's run by white supremacists, you have Latino scumbags, black scumbags, and white scumbags all sucking off Trump's cock.
way to win is to anti-assimilate and play their game, to do to them what they have been doing to us since the dawn of time.
So us versus them, in the same way that Afghans were blamed and the Americans went in and went da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. A lot of men now, although the women don't care about the people of Afghanistan, it is like a karma is coming to men and women. Hopefully God will spare me or just take me out of the earth and bring me back as a solar flare where the real work will be done when I'm back in my true form.
This planet will not move forward until we get our hands bloody and murder every fucking man on it!
Got it? That is what channels are promoting on YouTube. And we're getting ready to conclude. I'm so glad I brought out my camera. Do you want to watch porn with me later? Want to watch what I watch? Should I just make my own? Well, you'll have to email me, lady, and we'll get
I've got a few I like to show to the front
I'm
of.
ready to do an OnlyFans at 24 Hour Fitness. They have free rooms you can rent and use.
Damn line.
That's the spirit, Martha. Even though our mission was to destroy all the men, there were some who were allowed.
Okay, then you have YouTube content creators go, I hate American man too. We Canadian men are good. We now say kill America. That's what a YouTuber is doing. He's sitting here with them like this going, man, bad. Woman, good. Woman, do no wrong. Because they've been hurt by men. Well, I've been hurt by men too. So I'm not calling for I'm calling for them to wake the fuck up and I scream at them every fucking day. Okay, so if someone's rushing to murder, they don't have the gift of gab up here to blast them where it really counts. That's what a weakling does, use violence. I literally speak in a way, they think I'm being violent because their demons have their feelings hurt. Oh, poor baby. Oh, you're abusing me. No, your demons are being abused, demon.
Men like Bruce and Maurice.
Maybe stop having so many demons, Gypsy.
Homosexuals.
Scum stand.
Maybe get rid of those demons, you won't feel abused.
Society for cutting up men. Our goal is to kill all men.
I can actually confirm that men are pieces of shit, but don't kill us all, and women. Men and women are pieces of shit collectively. But like, we're here on earth to learn. You go around killing people, you're a piece of shit too. I mean,
Or not.
Thou shalt not kill. I mean, what, don't you understand?
The men's.
Like, first you kill the people in Afghanistan by the millions. Then I say stop killing my people. Then people think, oh man, they want to kill me now in the future? Because I'm trying to fight human trafficking? Like, there's no evidence any modern women support me fighting human trafficking in email. It's crazy.
Auxiliary of scum.
Or comments. I am notoriously single. You know, I'd love to have somebody like her, not so much her or her, but someone that's healthy, maybe even taller than me, athletic, likes martial arts. But unfortunately, I'm a good boy, not a bad boy. And so what we have here is women of the modern day and age that are mind controlled from what? You've got it, what you're looking at now, and this. From this to this, you are in a new reality, woman.
These include little lip roosters like Bruce and Maurice here, who by shining, flaming examples.
So she'll mock them for being there. And they'll take it as men with a smile. One guy actually commented going, why are you being mean to women? When he doesn't fight human trafficking, some sort of Scott dude with a 5-pointed star, doesn't even unsub, just sits here like a douchebag, just knowing psychically he's got the look that a woman like that would want to blow. Because he doesn't do shit, doesn't create content, doesn't fight human trafficking, so he has female pleasure, doesn't understand what it's like to be hated by women, all right? Doesn't understand, I do. So I'm a teacher of women, okay, and I call out their bullshit. And these low-level men, like him, like that guy that commented the other day, they're like this guy, okay? They're a part of the cult of hating men, actually, that are masculine. Well, they sit there with tats and lick off of this person.
Encourage other men.
Even if she's immoral, they'll still co-sign her because she has a beautiful behind, and they'll rim it. Not that I'm knocking all of that, but it's kind of gross. You got to be real clean to be deserving of that, and people are a little too loosey-goosey with their tongues, if you want my honest opinion. See, she knows what I'm saying. She's listening now on Planet Pop-Tart.
To demand themselves.
Listen, if you want to go to Planet Pop-Tart, you do it with your own tax dollars.
Any man present must give a speech beginning with the words,
I am a turd.
Anybody that wants to talk to me from Portland, Oregon must begins with the words, I repent of all things Portland. You understand? If you want to come into my compound, you must tell me what you know about Portland.
Lowly, abject turd.
and why should we let you stay, turd?
Because men have hurt me too.
There we go. Here we go.
Rejected
Rejected me.
me. Raped me in the shower. hours in the barracks.
Reaction. Reaction. Looking away. Feeling something. No compassion. No compassion. No compassion. Compassion. 1 out of 5. 4, no compassion. This is me telling women about what I've been through. This is me telling women about white supremacy. This is women looking at me when I say Afghan lives matter. This is the women in my audience that don't email me. Right there. This program has been brought to you by, what do we have here today? I'm on my 3rd prebiotic soda. Right? And I got my large coffee.
Fine, gender traitor. You can.
Okay, check this out. She respects him less for not being really masculine. Keep that in mind to those of you that grovel and white knight too much.
Stay. For now.
For now, they kill him later.
Listen to this.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Shut your fucking.
The sick, irrational men, those who attempt to defend themselves against their own disgustingness.
Listen to this one.
When they see scum barreling down on them, will cling in terror to Big Mama with her big bouncy boobies, but boobies won't protect them from scum.
So we have a death fetish that women have too. Then you have women. So there's also rooms going on where women are called whores, and the men are cheering, and they're being cummed on and gangbanged and smiling. And the woman is down the ground being sprayed on bukkake style, being told to, cry or take it like the men. And so you have demons in forms of leadership that have the powers of charisma. And you have them right now on YouTube manipulating you. And sometimes they do it to certain races. Like, big black tall man of God versus the white man or the brown tall man. Like, I literally am viewed as a subhuman to demon people like this. People like her are all over the world that will edit out the actions of a good man. So I want to complete this video with basically the murder scene. It goes on and on.
We relocated to San Francisco, where the culture was really happening. Once we were settled, the ultimate plan appeared, fully formed in Valerie's
Okay, lesbianism. Got it.
mind.
So lesbianism comes from people being molested, and the lust for the women.
But where to start?
And past lives.
Couple busting.
And then she's basically talking about, there being no future for them.
It's not just men who are the problem. It's women who think that by spreading their legs for a man, they gain value.
So will women be killing women that have sex with men in the future?
They're lost. So we have to kill them both to send a message.
There you go. And in the attack on women, the men hunting women, they'll take out the partners too, the giant boyfriends. I told you that was coming, didn't I? Yes, I did, little girl. They're there. They're there. I've already told the one that I love or care for, would like to love, I've already reached out to people and have been led to the people by God in recent years. And I've been led away from evil people and evil women. And we really parted like the sea, me and Emily, me and other people in Portland, and we don't talk to each other anymore because it's not about a man versus woman, it's about angel versus demon. And the demons want to kill us angels, and we angels, we need to evade that, learn self-defense, but avoid murder.
What do you want us to do when you're gone?
She ends up in a mental hospital, I believe.
Get the fabric and make the scum color cloaks like I told you and get the gun. Then wait for my signal and go to work.
Go to war this is basically like a Marilyn Manson.
What the hell?
So here they go. They pull them out of the vehicle, and there's been so many scenarios, situations where men have abducted or killed women that were with men and killed them both. In Pagosa Springs, Colorado, there was a famous gang rape in the late 70s and 80s. It's a place where I lived off-grid a couple years ago. So they're going to kill them. Let's go back and just imagine yourself in that situation. And then we're going to conclude and see if we can upload this.
Shooting Andy was the signal for us to act. We staked out a lover's lane, picked the first couple we came upon. Wrong place, wrong time.
Did you see that?
Oh, there's raccoons out here, ducks. What the hell? He could have killed us.
To be frank with you, I don't assume that I don't assume there's a guarantee I'm going to live beyond a certain point because of the hatred that's out there. I may, but it's not assumed that it's guaranteed. Or that I'll win the lottery if I do live a long time. It's not assumed that I'm going to hell and that it's the end of me if I get taken out. It's not assumed that God is punishing me. What I'm saying is I want to live forever, so to speak, eternal life. And I'll do my best here on earth to wake people up to get out of this prison. But that basically is the end game. And we're going to conclude here. Basically, there are commercials that glamorize the woman getting with the monster trying to kill her. So it's really messed up. And there's video games or there's music videos on YouTube like Wasp, Mean Man, that glamorizes and shows bikers on the road from movie clips killing and mowing down couples. And so this is within the psyche. This is of the devil. And there's even horrible pornography that shouldn't exist that shows raping women in front of their husbands or boyfriends. And so whatever's going on here with the man versus woman is a demonic program to take out humanity. And I thought that as you start to see this ramp up, that this Hollywood or Netflix or Amazon Prime presentation really hit the nail on the head. And that completes this presentation.